Shishi honestly didn't have too hard of a time taking him out. But also Foggy, he placed first in his group, Group B, where...
That's really, like, this winner bracket quarterfinal is, I think, the best that he could have hoped for to get Shishi and not WFZ. This is... I think it's better for him. I mean, last time he eliminated him 2-0, and WFZ yesterday showed weaknesses in his matchup against Undead. But also, for this, if he would reach the semifinals, like, Infi, I think is way better for him than to face Fly. Or, since Infi got first in the group, this could have been 1-0. And he would have had problems against that. So Foggy with pretty lucky draws here in the groups.
That's true. Especially as far as the name goes. Like if you just take a look at the bracket and then you, I don't know, rank them by feeling, I guess you could say. Matchup-wise, though, Foggy has said, I think it was a month ago, or maybe a little longer, in an interview, that he's really not feeling good against Night Elf. We have talked to him about this again here in Shanghai, and he has said, yeah, back then I was really not feeling too sure. In this 1 month period, it has gotten better, he says. He is now feeling better against Night Elf, so no longer considered by far his weakest matchup. Shishi and Foggy, especially Shishi, I think we should expect bears here. Foggy, though, he has special strats prepared. He already showed this in the group stage. He played a star-shaped style against Focus. That game, he actually lost. But Foggy, these tournaments where he really thrives, where he has a lot of time to think about his opponent, about exactly what he wants to do. When we were hanging out with Focus, for example, he says, this is not really his kind of tournament. What he likes is like one game after the other, kind of like ladder. Bam, bam, bam. You smack him down one after the other. Where you don't really...
he's very prepared for everything, but not like specifically to one opponent.
Yeah, and that's Foggy's like forte.
Yeah, it's funny that this was always said about Moon as well, and we know that Foggy is one of the biggest Moon fans in the world and is very inspired by him, and it's interesting that they share so many similarities there, the two players.
Moon, of course, a bit of a disappointing result here, not making it into the playoffs. Again, not Moon's re-breakout tournament.
Alright, Foggy's Night Elf Mirror 61%, Shishi's Night Elf Mirror win rate 43. On paper, Foggy should be the favorite. Once again, I asked the Farsight prediction on Warcraft3.info, one of the biggest and most important Warcraft 3 coverage sites that we have. And actually, Foggy is the favorite here for Farsight with 61%. And we saw yesterday... Shishi, we expected bears from Shishi against Rudin already, and he went bears the first game, didn't win at all. There we go. We start on Echo Owls, by the way. Foggy is very versatile in this matchup, as you said. He was prepared. Back then in Jera Cup days, we saw him play basically everything. Talons, bears, Mass Fury Dragons, Hippo Riders even. This guy can put a lot of cheese strats or special strats. So I'm really curious what we're going to see here.
Yeah, of course, in China, like everywhere in the world, there's a lot of Night Elves on ladder. So considering Shishi plays a lot of ladder, he should be familiar with a lot of strats. But on pro level, does he really know how to deal with Podem Mass Fairies expansion? You know, I would love to see Foggy mix that in, because it's of course very exciting to watch. But Foggy has become a very good straight up player. I really like how he's found the balance this year. He plays most of the games straight up and very well, but he also, you know, every now and then he does a little tricky cheese strat to keep the opponent on his toes. So he can't, you know, keeps him honest. He can't go too greedy, can't go too careless. Needs to pay attention to what Foggy does.
The vetoes are Terranos stand for Foggy and Turtle Rock for Shishi. So I wonder... no, the other way around. Foggy banned Turtle Rock and Shishi banned Terranos. So I wonder if Shishi is a little afraid of Zeppelin drops. That was a big thing in 2015 and the early stage of 2016. Use a lot of bears, use the Zeppelin, try to snipe the Tree of Life of your opponent.
Did you just say he banned Turtle Rock?
Foggy did, yeah.
Yeah, so... He's not, but there's no Zeppelin.
Shishi is afraid.
Ah, you mean Shishi? Yeah, I thought you meant that's this one. Yeah, and we've seen that a lot in Jera Cup, especially back in the mass Night Elf Jera Cup days. It seems to me like I haven't seen it a lot recently at all. It was actually Remind doing it against a human with the panda and bear drop. That was really fun to watch.
Yes.
But Knight of Mirror, not so much anymore. Of course, Zeppelin can have great value, always can. Especially if you don't go up against a Naga, who could slow down that Zeppelin, but rather are going up against the Keeper of the Grove in the Bear Mirror. Of course, we are hoping to dodge the Bear Mirror here for the most part. Apart from Rudan, who was sitting next to us earlier, who really likes those little intricate specialties.
This is Shishi's 4th GCS, except for last time where he was eliminated by Foggy actually in the group stage, 0-2 there. He always reached the playoffs. And we have interviews here. I wonder if we have an English interview by Foggy, Shishi at the moment. Yeah, he always reached the playoffs, and Foggy's GCS runs are pretty legendary as well. So 2 very good GCS players facing each other. But Shishi never made it that far. He's not the shiny player, not the very rememberable player, except his appearance at Nostalgia Battlefield, where he was in a team with WFC and Grubby and made 2nd place there, his biggest accomplishment to date after winning J-League in 2013.
Yeah. He's not the flashy guy. He's no Warden player, no Law Lyot, no... Yeah, as you say, not that memorable. He was, for the longest time, considered by far the best Night Elf in China. But now, life may have taken that slot from him.
Yeah, and Colorful is on the rise as well, so it's definitely a disputed title. And I wonder if... Okay, there's Shishi. Seems like no interview for Foggy. His group stage, we see it here, 0-2 against WFZ in the winner bracket semifinal. Then he beat Rudin 2-1. Very close series, though. And against WFZ then in the lower bracket final, 2-0.
And there you could see his Terranos stand win rate, 16%. Maybe that's why he vetoes it.
Yeah, that is definitely a reason to ban it. Maybe he just doesn't feel comfortable. Oh, a little boger.
Perfect timing. We've had a few good timings here.
You have to put it up further away.
With the players, not realizing maybe that they're.
What did he do last time? There was a fight going on, and he poured himself a cup of tea during a fight at the last GCS.
Really?
Yeah, tea shishi.
During the 2-2 or the 1-on-1?
No, I think 1-on-1.
All right, here we go. Foggy.
After 2015, I started to stream and play professionally 8-10 hours per day. So I play and stream professionally 2 years. My brother told me about Warcraft 3. I like to play strategies and I like this game, so I have fun and spend a good time to play Warcraft 3. I think every player think that he play the strongest race. So I think Night Elf is very strong race, and I like use this race, and this race is very good for my style. I want to be like professional players.
All right, Foggy's interview, we heard it. He wants to be a professional player, and of course winning GCS would be an amazing step for that. The last hope for outside China, for foreigners. His group stage was really amazing. 2-0 against Romantic, 2-1 against Focus in the qualifier. The second one, he beat Hawk in the final 3-1. Starts, you hear it, man. Foggy's big moment. Last time he was eliminated in the quarterfinal by 1-2-0 and made its way all through the lower bracket. This time it could be a little easier for him if he wins the series. Foggy versus Shishi. We're starting.
Gonna be starting on Echo Isles. By the way, against Rudan, Shishi chose kind of a cheesy fast expansion strat. Is gonna same as Foggy, Rudan is saying. So Foggy should be very familiar with strategies like those. We said it a couple of times now. Very versatile, can mix in a lot of styles. And yeah, here we see the bands again. So what do you think, Neo? An expansion, how likely is it here from one of the players?
very hard to predict this Night of Mirror. I think everything can happen. I think it's more likely for Shishi to go for it than for Moon. But we'll see about that. Of course, the poll is very one-sided. Foggy, 84% of you are sending him your energy. That's very cool. 24 versus 25 years old. And as you can see it here, the biggest achievements of Foggy was the win of the WCA European qualifier in 2016. Right after that, GCS third place, 59% win rate against Nyla, 53 for Shishi, 60% Foggy is up against Shishi here. The 11th best player in the world against the 17th best player in the world. And we go in-game finally. It's starting. Ukraine, pride, Ukraine hope, European hope. We're all rooting for Foggy here.
All right, I can already tell you, no Huntress surprise. We're going to have the straight-up Ancient of War creep at the Merc camp. This is the standard. Already, this can be a bit of an RNG fest. If you get the Boots of Speed here, suddenly you are in the commanding position, you're in the driver's seat, you can dictate the early game, and that is pretty damn lucky or unlucky for the opposition. We have to keep an eye out if one of those sets of Boots of Speed might drop for one of the players. But yeah, where you take this game after is the question. This is a pretty good expansion map, probably the best expansion map, I would say, in the Night of Mirror. Also can go for that early on. Also, we see some solo Demon Hunters here sometimes. I've seen that from Moon before, I've seen that from Foggy before. And as you mentioned, of course, Foggy, there's a lot of stuff he copies from Moon, but it seems like the student has overtaken the master with Moon out and our boy through to the playoffs. And it's Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, obviously.
Yeah, pretty obvious to see that. I think a Bear Mirror is very likely. Also, Echo Isle's one of the maps where there's no Vamp Aura, so there's not a big advantage due to item luck, which is pretty nice, but there are 10 claws, and the Demon Hunter can make a big difference. Starting here, also Boots of Speed at the Renegade Wizard would be very nice. So who's creeping better, who's creeping faster? We don't see, okay, there's the Lightning Shield on the Archer, but can't hit too much with it. Ah, he gets those two, that's nice. No deny so far, Demon Hunter for Foggy. Approaching here, Shishi on the other side with an Archer here as well. He doesn't hit the Geomancer, so I think it's a little better for Foggy already.
And this does make a difference. Like the guy finishing this camp faster can walk across the map and threaten faster and keep the opponent back. And that way, we'll be able to, not have to worry about pressure towards his own main. And who is going to actually be faster? It's definitely going to be Foggy. So very small thing, but good start for our Ukrainian. However, the item, not so much. It's only the talisman and against, well, a Periapt. So I guess pretty even.
Foggy gets another kill on the Wisp here, positions one Wisp here at the marketplace to see if Shishi is going for the Ogre Major. We saw it against Ruden that this spot will be contested.
The Wisp!
Ooh, there is an expansion for Foggy, and Shishi is doing the same.
Wow. I've seen a lot of Night of Mirrors in my life. I can't recall ever having seen one with fast expansion on both sides. Could this be just a straight up 2-base macro game? Very interesting.
Circle of Nobility for Foggy, that's a little better than the Glove of Haste that Shishi has. On the other side, do we see techs? Not yet. Shishi, no tech as well. So yeah, the early game is going to be a little slower. Maybe they just hang around on their side of the map. He's venturing out to the Murlocs to try to grab another claw here. Shishi already going to the shop in the middle, as we all know. There is only one. Going for the boots. Is he going for staff as well? No. Foggy has to react, and Foggy has to defend his Demon Hunter. Ring of Protection for him at the Murloc. And level 3.
Can he cancel
this? He denied it with the Engine of War.
He's gonna get the next one though. That's a level advantage for him. Is this enough damage for the cancel? I'm not sure about it. This might be close.
Yeah, he goes away already very early on. Wants to save some Moon Juice.
Creeping simultaneously here, the little tiny green camp with only the units, and that will be his level 3 right now.
Berserkers on both sides as well. Engine of War stays alive. That is really important that Foggy kept this to be able to continue creeping. But yeah, but both players very careful about their movements.
Boots of Speed, of course, here for Shishi means he might be able to run down those units a little easier. Oh, nice block with the Archer. Here comes the mana burn. Out of mana now is the Chinese. And good blocks, like from several units from Foggy. outmaneuvering the demon with boots.
Yeah, he did mana burn the Shadow Priest a bit. Now he gets some damage to the Berserker. I must help now. Oh, nice damage here. Can he get the Shadow Priest? Though he does.
Oh! Can we cancel the expansion? No, that one is done. But this seems... Does he have the time to just revive him from the altar? I think he has to rebuy. And that's, of course, very expensive.
He's going for the expansion. He scouts it. It's up already. Does Foggy have the damage? I doubt it here. The Tree of Life, pretty mighty unit at this point. But he's trying to go for it. Shishi is not interfering. This is free damage for Foggy. He doesn't... Okay, he did eat a tree. There is some regeneration. And now the rest of the army of Shishi kicks in. I doubt he can do it, but...
No, he can't.
Okay, the Demon Hunter's back.
But he forced the buyback. That is very expensive.
He forced the buyback and he forced repair.
Kills another Wisp as well. It's gonna take some losses here though, it seems. Losing the Berserker to the north will be the trade. Gonna get, however, Shadow Priest as well.
Are under attack.
Oh, and he saves the Berserker. Shishi could have run down this one Berserker easily, but instead goes for the Archer. Of course, Foggy's gonna be happy with this. And...
Foggy didn't get the Shadow Priest, so not everything is perfect for the Ukrainian, but what a start this is, man. Expansion is up almost uncontested.
So much faster.
Yeah,
so much faster.
Yeah, the positioning was more aggressive and more predictable, but now it pays off. 12,500 in here, and Foggy already started mining. In the meantime, Tech, he did not forget about his Hunter's Hall. The lores are coming up. Demon Hunter of his is very low, though. Doesn't have boots. 3 hits for Shishi, but Moonjuice is there.
And now he can, of course, with the help of the Moonwells, fight this. Oh, he might be forced into a lore cancel. That should definitely be enough damage. Is he gonna try to trap him in, maybe? Oh, yeah, it's too dangerous. But he can absolutely fight his way out. But he keeps his lore alive with this little threat of the block. Again, a very nice move by Foggy.
Yeah, very cool idea to force a block there. Naga for Shishi. Do we see a Keeper of the Grove? No. A Naga for Foggy as well. There's an Engine of War here to protect this, and a shop to get some potions during a fight. Shishi, no shop here. There's a shop in the base. No, oh my god. He's going Engines of Wind, but it's very late. Do you think he forgot about the Hunter's Hall and is forced into Talons now?
He may have. I mean, he lost his Demon Hunter. He was forced to defend his expansion. And we all know those Night Elves, man, they love forgetting about the Hunter's Hall. Also getting, by the way, longbow upgrades for the archers. Maybe just for the 3 he has. Maybe he's even gonna mix in some more.
Oh, Wind of Illusion for Foggy is really good. For bears, especially for Bear Mirror, but still, faking a few bears is still good. Force a bit of Fury Fire, maybe force a few Cyclones later on. Heal Scroll for him already, and, you know, get the emotes out, shop control on Echo Isles. Very important.
And he doesn't get the invul, though. I really don't like this. There's one invul only.
Under attack.
And he leaves it in there for his opponent. Buying, however, the late Boots of Speed on the Naga. Very interesting item prioritization. Alright. Invul, I imagine, picked up now by Shishi instead. Yes, exactly. And he's gonna be heading north towards the Ogre Magi and his friends. And that might be a very nice item as well. But, alright, let's say both of these armies get to 80 supply. Who's actually ahead here?
Foggy has to go for Mountain Giants, then he knows it. He played so many games against Talons. Mountain Giants are the solution against the Talon play. They're magic immune, they tank so much, and then you have a good amount of Dryads behind that. Because they're magic immune as well, and Talons can't hit them, that's what the archers are there for. 4 of them in the army. Big heal potion for Shishi. Still, Foggy is running away with experience on the Demon Hunter. We see it here closing in on level 4. Foggy is. Shishi only 1.5. Oh, can he kill the first Talon? That would be nice because that gets rid of the Fury Fire. Fort Lightning rattling through. He loses the Dryad, so there's no Dispel, but gets the Berserker as well. Good trades for Foggy. Gets another Archer, but he has to be careful as the Fury Fire is applied on the Demon Hunter. There's no TP, no invul as you said. Staffs him out though. And now he has to fight against this. Yeah, force the TP. Good reaction by Shishi, and if he gets the Berserker, yes, with another Fort Lightning invested. This was pretty big for the Chinese.
Yeah, but I don't know if Foggy had seen it before, but now he saw the talents, now he knows what's coming, and immediately we can see the Mountain Giants queued up and the upgrades as well.
I really like this because it's way better than Ruden's reaction last time, who still was stubbornly going for bears against the Talon, which I don't think is the answer. Of course, Raw is strong, of course, Reju is strong, but Mountain Giants are just key to victory. And if you skip them entirely, you get them a lot faster. And if there's 4 Mountain Giants, there's nothing Xixi can do against this.
I like what you said there. I think Xixi's totally on a timer here. You just can't deal with all that tankiness of Mountain Giants just with talents. If they hit a critical mass of 4, I think that's a good breaking point. You need to switch into bears, but that's like so late, and even then there might be an answer to that. And yeah, I think that's the right choice by Xixi, being aggressive. But he's supply stuck. He only has 50 supply for Moonwells. He only makes more now in the main.
54 for Foggy with the first Mountain Giant, but still only 1 Dryad. Oh, this is dangerous. This is definitely dangerous for Foggy. Next Pocket Factory summon, the Engine of War for protection is gone. There is a good inventory, Invo Potion, Heal Scroll as well, plus a Town Portal. Xixi is pretty safe with this. We do have Orb of Venom on both sides. Foggy now, oh, what is this, man? Engine of Wonders, Illusion being used on, on the Mountain Giants. 5 of them there now, but he needs potions from his shop.
Pretty low on money. Here we see the first few taunts coming in. They don't have the upgrades yet, I don't think. The Demon always needs to be careful. Of course, the staff will be reserved exclusively for him. The Tinker, where is he? Far too far up front. And he will be dying to the Mountain Giants. Nice taunt again to drag him back in. And the staff will, of course, not be used on that one. There is no staff on Xixi, actually.
Cutting corners there. I love that taunt. People say it's useless because you can micro against it. But if you're directly next to it, you can't do shit. Big heal potion being used on Xixi's side, and those Mountain Giant illusions, they take so much damage. Look at it. He's wasting all his focuses on the illusions.
One more Dryads coming for Foggy. Invul use on the Demon, but that's only 7 seconds, and remember, there is no staff, so now he basically can't go in anymore. But he goes in anyways. Is this the hero kill? It might be it. This might be the win for Foggy, and he gets the kill, and that should be GG, and it is.
Wow. Pretty easy, as it seems. Strategy win, I would say, and also perfect execution by Foggy. There was no real weakness in his game, and he was just the straight up better player the entire game.
So many nice moves, like for example something that I've rarely seen before, like threatening the block in of the Demon to, you know, keep the lore alive. That was so smart. And just a small move like that, but you know, that way he has those Dryads, those Mountain Giants out earlier. Or let's not forget about the hero kill, blocking the opposing Demon Hunter so nicely around that tree line to make him overcommit. He wanted that kill, he wanted that kill, he wanted that kill.
Priest so bad.
He did get him, but so not worth it.
Massive hero loss afterwards. And yeah, the taunt, he really does good taunts, man. It's like, of course, if there's a big distance between the unit and the Mountain Giant, you can like cancel the taunt so it doesn't attack him. Yeah. But if there's like a few centimeters between, what can you really do? Nothing.
Yeah. And especially when units are running away, they're still going to turn around for a little while and then attack, and then you can micro them away, of course. But you know that half second can make a big difference.
Ooh, okay, my prediction about Xixi being afraid of Zeppelin drops is absolutely wrong, as the next map is Amazonia.
Bear, Doom drops, absolutely always something you have to be concerned about in a Night of Mirror. Amazonia usually also results in Bear Mirror, feels like to me. Of course, there was this one legendary game where Light kept his opponent busy for so long until he had actually chimeras against bears, but that might be the one time that ever happens in professional Warcraft.
Yeah, and of course Xixi is aware now. I think this will never happen to him again. Well, hopefully it does.
Alright, and the versatility by Foggy shown on map number 1 for going for a fast expansion. This is actually possible on AZ. Haven't seen it in a long time, but it is. You can position your Hunter's Hall and Ancient of War in such a way that you can place the tree behind them, keeping it safe. But that is a very rare strategy to see. He could just go straight up bears here, of course. He's a good bear player. Rudan, he was able to win the Bear Mirror here against Xixi. The one map he did take victoriously.
Yeah, that was there he was just the better one in the fight with his crazy saves on the bears, like 3 bears with a combined 40 HP, and he saved them all at the same time. It was really, really good. I think Foggy does more logical decisions than Rudin in Bear Mirror, for example, going for defense upgrades first, using Thorn's Aura level 2 over Entangle level 2, like small stuff like this, not breaking upkeep too fast like Rudin did, but
min-maxing really hard, right?
min-maxing a lot and going for upgrades instead of breaking upkeep. I like that a lot better. In the fights, Rudin is the better player, I think, but Foggy is not weak at all and should be able to take this. If this would be a 2-0, once again, very strong sign for Foggy after 2-0ing Romantic already.
And Foggy versus Infi, that would also be an amazing match. Could Infi avenge his brother from last time where he was eliminated by this guy right here? And we'll jump into the game in just a moment. Young and free is what he is today. And he backed into a corner now. Of course, even if he loses here, there will be the lower bracket. But Foggy said as well, he wants to play this in the upper bracket. That's so much more relaxed. Doesn't want to have to go such a tense and stressful run again as last time.
Shishi, by the way, not wearing the silver chain this time.
Oh yeah,
before.
It's true. Maybe he thought Hawk was going to be here. He can't compete with the chain level.
That's right.
All right. There's no greedy creep camp really able to be done here on Amazonia. We're going to see the straight up creep next to the lab, but that one's pretty good. Gives you level 2 immediately. It's of course going to be Demon Hunter Wars here once more. Yeah. Question is, does one player go into Huntresses? Rudan did that yesterday. Didn't work out well at all in the early game. Still came back strong though. But that's not. Is that like Foggy's style?
I don't think so. It's a very European thing, and Foggy, in his playstyle, is usually very Asian because of the influence of Moon, obviously. So I think we saw the Huntress opening in 2015 a lot by Warchief, by Sonic, by Rudin, but not for Foggy, not too much. And I think it's a good decision. Delays your attack. I still don't really understand why you do it. Is there better creeping? Because, I mean, it would be good for the Renegade Wizard, but you kill it earlier on. It would be good for the Berserker here, but you kill it immediately after.
You, of course, have map control if you go for 2 to 3 hunts, because they easily defeat archers, and that way you can force your opponent to stay back, keep him from creeping and leveling up. However, you yourself won't be creeping too much, so I think you play hunts if you want hero levels to be low, and perhaps if everything goes well, you kill an archer or 2. But if that doesn't work out, then you find yourself behind. Demon Hunters now. We see Circlet for the Ukrainian and a Ring of Protection on the other side for Shishi. And the second one is Gauntlets. So this demon being very tanky now for Foggy. Of course, Slippers are the dream drop. They're actually ridiculously good. And we see some for Shishi.
Yeah, that's pretty balanced drops, I think. Foggy is distracted a bit by the Wisp, gets this Wisp kill again, same as on Echo Isles. Shishi not detonating, a little tiny bit of experience more, and that can make the difference between level 2 and level 3 after the usual creep route. So
I wonder who wins the trade here. I don't know.
I think the Circlet is stronger than the Slippers.
Right. We're gonna see, because the trading begins. Of course, it's gonna be an RNG battle, and already we had 2 misses by Foggy, who wasn't landing the hits. So maybe that is why he's gonna lose this trade.
Second art is coming in for Shishi, and Foggy can't hold on to this anymore.
Yeah, I think it was the 2 misses that decided this.
Yeah. 160 to 190, 30 HP. Otherwise, the circle would have been better.
Gonna be healing up now. The Night Elves, of course, they don't want to go towards the Trappers to creep those. Their archers would just get ensnared, and then they lose them easily to the reveal coming, where there should always be a Wisp parked nearby, which both players are doing. And yeah, Asian style we call it. No Hunter's Hall, no Huntresses early on. Hunter's Hall should be coming now, soon. Foggy was once known for forgetting them a lot.
Yeah, especially last time at GCS, that was his big problem. I thought Shishi would be going for boots again, but I think he chose boots on... Echo Isles to have more shop control and be faster at the shop, but this time there is a shop for for both of the players. So
6 archers for Foggy. This is the breaking point.
This is
No
Talons.
bears.
This is Talons, yeah, you're right. Shishi on the other side, also no Huntress Hall yet.
It's coming now at the Goblin Lab.
He also, no, okay. Ah, it's now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Talons versus Bears. Shishi not expecting this, I guess. You have another fight. 4 versus 5, he knows now.
Again, the archer block in position. This is so nice, having her around the corner, ready to intercept. And now he should be able to pick up a few of these archers. Of course, he has the better numbers. And his Demon Hunter is so strong with 800 HP. Buffing himself a lot in the strength department. And he's gonna get the first archer here. Gonna be traded perhaps, because the reveal is possible. But no, this demon has to be too afraid. And
Shishi has no dust as well, so...
yeah. He always can reveal from the lab, of course.
Ah, that's true, yeah. But it's expensive.
True. And the Ancient of War is in position in the middle, but with him knowing there's so many archers, he knows there must be a Naga, and he has to be careful with where he goes.
Okay, of course, this is a timing thing. And I wonder if Shishi reacts with bears or not. He's so strong right now with his 6 archers. Stealing this one and Sentry Wards, he can position them so well now. Here's the first one, very obvious. Tunneler is a little unlucky with the bash here. This is very obvious position, but still good. A lot of vision for Foggy in the middle of the map here.
And we have the counter Naga. Now, Shishi, he could be making his lures right now, but he's not. Is he maybe thinking about rushing tier 3? He has the money for that right about here. But no, just a little macro mistake. The lures, they could have been in construction sooner.
No experience on the Naga. He creeps the shop now. Foggy on the other side, more aggressive. Does he have a potion? No, he doesn't have a staff either.
Foggy is sending 5 wisps out from his base, but they're being scouted by an opposing wisp. Oh my god, this is the best scout of the tournament.
Watch awards for Shishi as well. He goes back. And this was so important. Might have saved Shishi's life here. It's an Ancient of War Archer Rush then with Talon support later on. But yeah, since he's there, he can't build them. Ancient Protector to cover it, and Shredder.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Foggy with the Shredder.
That's so good. So much damage towards the demon.
Shop first to get the staff.
Oh, it's just for repair?
Ah, a little more Remind style. Does he have the second Shredder as well? No, right?
No, I don't believe so. Alright, 5 Wisp repair. We thought it was Ancient of War, but no. Alright, no Demon level 3, and now it all makes sense that he wanted to keep him from creeping so much, because Shishi's Demon Hunter needs to carry this fight, needs to carry this defense. But there's no APs or Ancient of Wars coming up, so...
There's an AP coming up.
There is?
No. Left to the triplet. So he's a bit on timing here. Good damage against the Wisp, of course, he has to get rid of them. First, Talon is coming as well, it's going the wrong way, I think, but... Moonwell, dead!
Alright. The Naga is not really trying to go for those archer snipes. Seems like, to me, Foggy should easily be able to do that, but he's going for the wells, as you say. And if he kills those, there's no bears coming.
Yeah,
no Dryads.
if he kills one more Moonwell, then Shishi is supply stuck. The Shredder, you look at the damage, it's almost as strong as a bear. You see it, boom! There was a crazy game between Soccer and the Muslim back then on Terranastan, where I really valued the damage of a Shredder for the first time.
And the first Talon is in, applying Fairy Fire to the Demon, of course. Diving deep now is Foggy, maybe a little too deep, because there is an AP, of course, shooting away at him, and he's not attacking him so far, not at all. And the first Talon falls.
Yeah, it was a little bad. He had the piercing damage on him, and also the Demon Hunter is quite low. There's still no staff, might be forced into a TP, but good positioning for the Shredder. Doesn't want to get that hit with Fairy Fire applied.
Look at the damage on the Ancient of War. Holy crap, so many archers, but Foggy is losing his wisps, and that means the Shredder won't be surviving for too much longer, and this rejuvenation is so valuable right here. Demon Hunter in trouble for Foggy. Will he have to TP out of this? Yes, he will. And this rush has been defended.
Ooh, I don't know if he can follow this up. That was a timing push. The shop is up, but he didn't get the staff. The first time he wanted to plant the shop was cancelled by Shishi, and that's so important now. He's not on tier 3, he doesn't have an orb, he doesn't have a staff, he doesn't have potions, and yeah, all he has is a Shredder. Does he have money for the second one? Nope, can't invest that.
Ancient Protector is moving further forward. He is now at 4 Moonwells again. Master training for the Bears is about halfway done. But when you only have 2, they get sniped pretty quickly with all these archers and Fairy Fire.
No Zeppelin for Foggy.
Oh, that's really
Naga saw it,
nice.
though.
He doesn't have a staff to save his demon, but he now has a Zeppelin. Oh, the Zapper action! Is it gonna land? That's a perfect positioning! 2 Moonwells and a Protector, and he hits them not perfectly, but the AP is gone.
That was the most important part. He has to kill the Moonwells now, 2 of them at a time. Shishi calls for mass repair, and okay, master training is done. He calls for roar as well, but the first Moonwell is down. One more. Oh, he's supply stuck. He can't get more than he has now.
Alright, is he gonna snipe the bears? The heroes, what's he gonna go for? More redo. This Demon Hunter is carrying this fight. Where is the Zeppelin? Still AFK to the north. Could use that because his Demon Hunter might be in trouble very soon. But first, his Shredder is gonna be falling by the looks of it. Level 3 now for the Demon. Big upgrade for the Chinese. He's trying to chase down this Naga, but he doesn't seem to be fast enough and losing archers one after the other. These Master Bears, so hard to deal with right now. He's trying to get to the Naga. He's trying to kill her off, but he's not fast enough.
Oh, Venom, man. So much damage. And Foggy calls for the GG. And Shishi, yeah, this was again a win through tactic, I guess. But good defense by the Chinese player holding on against this. The scout made the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the Ancient of Wonders positioning, that being cancelled, not completing the first time, was a big deal. If he had that done, he could have bought potions of healing to keep his Demon Hunter in fighting shape longer, and he could have staffed him out.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
And again, it's Foggy going for like that cheesy push strat that loses him the game. Was the same against Focus. In the other games, he was looking super solid, super strong. When he just played straight up. Now it's gonna be Foggy's map choice though, so now he can decide which strategy he wants to play the most. We mentioned before he has ideas and strats laid out for almost every opponent, almost every map, and now he can go with the one that he wants to play the most, that he feels he has the best chance with. And I wonder what that is. Twisted Meadows has the biggest potential for all kinds of crazy strats. Again, the vetoes were Terranas and what was the other one?
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock. Ah yeah, alright, Turtle Rock. We could just go
Last
to a
Refuge?
last refuge would be just a normal straight up.
Nah,
It's
not
also a push
bad.
map, yeah.
Yeah, it's also
it's
very
an
likely
archer
to see
talent
talents.
push map, yeah, it's true.
Maybe he wants to force Shishi into talents again because it worked so good in map 1. Then Last Refuge would be a good pick.
Yeah. If he wants to bait them. Ancient Isles,
Isles.
actually.
That's a pretty normal bear map. I
Yeah,
think.
that's a bear map, absolutely.
Tension, man. The tension. Will he go down to the lower bracket like last time? Thrown down by 1-0, or will he face Infi in the winner's bracket semi-final? His opponent could be Fly in the lower bracket if he falls. We are not really informed of how this goes.
I wonder if Foggy's trying to bait Shishi into thinking it's bears and then does something else. There's some slightly cheesy stuff that you can do here. For example, natural creep right away with the Ancient of War. But that's very dangerous. That is very dangerous.
So, you hear the chains. You hear that the third game is about to start here. Foggy, take our energy again. He needs it. Shishi won map 2. He's back, but it's Foggy's map choice. He can now play where he feels comfortable the most, and that seems to be Ancient Isles.
All right, here we see him. Last strat didn't work. Is this what this tournament's going to be like for him? One weird strat per series that doesn't quite work. Close to making it work, but not quite the case.
The loser plays Fly. All right, so you see the bracket here. As you can see, Infi already qualified. Fly is waiting for the loser of Foggy and Shishi. It will be determined in a bit.
Yeah, that will be coming up later after the first round of the upper bracket. We will be having the 2 rounds of the lower bracket, or the 2 matches of the first round lower bracket.
Yeah.
And we'll be saying goodbye to 2 players today. Is it going to be only Chinese players left after today, or will Foggy hang in there?
Yeah, Chinese domination so far. You see the maps again. Terrana Stand banned by Shishi, Turtle Rock banned by Foggy, Amazonia and Echo Isles will both be played, and Ancient Isles is map number 3, leaving Last Refuge and Twisted out of the equation. And we get a last pick, a last impression of the players. Anything we can see, any tells? So rare for the Warcraft team to be able to see the players before the match. She looks pretty calm and relaxed, nothing.
It's got an MLG mousepad. I wonder where. Maybe he's also a Call of Duty player. All right, Foggy in the red booth. It's a little more spacious. And now it's time to underline his strength once again. 3rd place last time, GCS. Now he's in danger of dropping to the lower bracket already, which also happened last time, to be fair. Ancient of War creeping being done in the middle by both. Is this a new thing? This
I have seen it, but it's very rare.
All right, but now going for both, being done by both. Maybe this is kind of the new meta. Maybe this is the new Night of Mirror thing. Because of course we know Night Elves like to go for in the mirror and for slightly greedy creep camps, but that at the same time can't be punished too easily. As I mentioned before, the natural can be crept here as first camp, but that is goddamn risky.
Yeah, you have to be a lunatic like Sonic to pull that off.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, it's gonna be Demon Hunter Wars again, obviously. Not seeing a Potom this series, which I'm a little disappointed by.
We saw it in the one qualifier against Colorful, but I think Foggy plays it only when he has a ping disadvantage, because it's easier to micro the Hunters than it is to micro the Archers. And here with the 0 ping environment of NetEase, that's obviously not necessary.
Wisp Scout so far only for Shishi, so he sees this and can decide to punish if he wants to, or just, you know, do the same on the other side.
Foggy's moving out now as well, but it's too late for that. But I think they will just agree to not attack the other.
They're gonna put them on the trees here and see if the Demon Hunter will be coming in. Which, we'll see. If one gets like the last hit of the opposing null overseer, that's a big deal. Maybe even able to steal the item, but it really shouldn't happen. Foggy, however, going for the Wardens first, giving his opponent the opportunity to steal the big one, whereas Shishi went for the overseer as his first kill. Claws for him. Very nice start.
Okay, but Shishi is not harassing this. He's finishing off those Wardens. Actually, Foggy is faster. With a Circlet, in the early stages for the trade, Circlet is better than the Claws, because it is not only damage but also HP and armor, making him more tanky, so we will win that trade. Later on, this changes.
2 Moonwell tech for Foggy, and I imagine the same for Shishi. Yeah, pretty much teching at exactly the same time. And Shishi now going for the next possible claws. Really starting to stack up this demon. It's being scouted by the Wisp and the gloves.
Foggy got level 2 earlier, so he has evasion now, making the Demon Hunter even more tanky than he already is with the Circuit. Shishi has to invest a lot of Moon Juice now. That was the cost of sniping this item with the Gloves of Haste.
The player's forces are under attack.
But of course, the progress of Shishi will be faster.
The spread of Wisps and stuff for Shishi is amazing this game. Archers, Demon Hunter, like he sees so much of this map. And with the 2 items he has, he already saw the demon of his opponent creeping the little knoll, so he knows at the moment he has the better inventory. The Wisp again seeing where Foggy is moving. I really like the scouting here being done.
Shishi is playing very, very well right after game 1, not making mistakes anymore that we saw on Echo Isles. Claws of attack for Foggy now as well. This is basically the dream drop. You see a Huntress Hall for Foggy at the standard time. Shishi not building one yet. How many archers does he have so far?
Yes, 3 I think. Yeah.
Okay, it should be Bear's then. Let's hope he forgets the Huntress Hall.
Yeah. Ancient of War is also walking, so not being able to produce archers, obviously. Oh, he saw the archers here! But he doesn't have a dust! He doesn't have a wisp in position for reveal. That's quite the mistake, I think. Neither of them having them at the lab. That could have been one easy archer kill. Has a dust now, though. Demon Hunter, by the way, for Shishi has the boost of speed, makes the rundown of those archers a lot easier. Whereas...
a town is
worry
under
a bit.
player's
Oh, he
forces
gets
are under attack.
another wisp kill.
And he again doesn't detonate it.
Yeah. So Foggy with a major experience advantage now, half a level.
Absolutely. And
There's still no Hunter's Hole for Shishi. Ah, there it is. That is too late.
Oh, if he sees it, he could cancel it. Is he?
Oh, it's
Shishi,
nice. I don't
Shishi
know if he sees it.
can't drag him towards it. All right, that would have been massive right there.
Oh, reveal on the archers, has to heal him, loses Moon Juice. There's tier 2. Shishi with a good timing of delaying the lore when he enters this base.
Second hero time, he walks past the tavern, so should be a keeper of the grove, and yes it will be. This is gonna be a bear mirror through and through, by the looks of it. But this is a lot of moon juice that he's forcing right here.
It's nighttime for quite a while though.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Foggy does have boots on his own now.
But that's like a, what is it, 400, 500 mana advantage as far as moonwells go.
He's a keeper of the grove.
A player's forces
On
are
both
under
sides.
attack.
Yep. And the lures in the end come up at the same time for both.
Yeah. Usually I'd say you can delay a Hunter's Hall a bit. That's not too big of a deal if you go for a Tavern Hero. But if you go for an Altar, then that was definitely a mistake and there's no excuse for it.
Right, but Foggy takes the next creep camp here, and after level
Town is
3,
under
he
siege.
can pressure, he will have the hero level advantage, and that's gonna be a big advantage. He goes for the boots of speed as well now, by the way.
Demon Hunter of Shishi is not doing anything. I think this is not walled off. There is no shop for Foggy. Demon Hunter of Shishi can walk in and cancel them. Boost of speed, number 2. He can each, one for each foot, but there's also no staff.
A
Will he
player's
lose both?
forces are under attack.
Oh no, Foggy, this is not good. But the keeper is coming in, he can prevent a lot of right clicks here. With his entangle, obviously.
Okay,
there's the
ooh, that
first
is
one.
important. He needs the mass repair. Oh wow, the keeper timing was really nice.
Yeah, and only level 1 burn on this demon means that he can't easily prevent the entangle. Again, long range entangle, almost. Not quite in range. Did he give over the boots? Yes, he did. But he still can't get in range.
A player's
boot
forces
versus
are
Oh,
under
but this is,
attack.
he could totally creepjack this, but he doesn't know about the camp being taken at the natural.
Could move the wisp up, but he's busy microing now. Another mana burn exchange, of course, favorable for Foggy. That costs a lot of moon juice. Next entangle, this time it's dispelled.
Now the scouting is a little bit lacking for Foggy. With his strong demon, he should actively be trying to find the engagement. He finds him now, but the keeper for him is out of position.
Yeah, he will creep. Once again, he plays this Demon Hunter a little bit like a Blade Master harassing now. It's of course super dangerous against the Entangle. I think he's taking a way big risk here. With the Dryad slow coming in, good block by Shishi, but he decides to
Player's
let go.
forces are
And
under
now,
attack.
creeping for the Keeper is great. He lost the Engine of War, but it's not really necessary anymore at this spot anyway.
Yeah, he could have maybe used it for the red camp, but by then he should have Master Press. By the way, one Dryad stuck in the main for Foggy. Let's hope he realizes this soon.
Claws plus 9 for Shishi makes it plus 15, plus the orb is gonna be plus 20.
With
town
Gloves of
is under
Haste as well.
siege.
This demon is a monster.
He has to move up the lore, otherwise the Dryad will not
Player's
come out there.
forces
It's
are under
a
attack.
massive problem now for him, as he doesn't have slow and doesn't have Dispel against the Entangle in his army. Ah, he does have, okay, so that's not that bad.
Foggy's going towards the main. What's he doing? Planting a sentry ward? A very obvious one at that. Seems like a little bit of inefficient time usage. Keeper of the Grove for Shishi will be hitting level 2 first. Oh no, never mind. Foggy has it himself. So Foggy with a bit of experience advantage, but all things considered, it's going to be very even.
Player's forces are under
Shishi's
Items.
tech is far ahead. Arc of Reincarnation is okay in Mirror, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially since Foggy tends to lose Demon Hunters.
Yeah. And because the opposing demon is such a right-click monster.
And last time on this map, he found a big potion of healing here, and his Demon Hunter was healed nevertheless, so he doesn't have to use this item, so that's a good thing.
2 bears come for the main from Foggy. Riju gonna be very valuable now. Dryad, by the way, is no longer stuck. She did free herself. And a Zeppelin
Player's
already
forces are under
early on
attack.
into this game. When you are against a keeper and not a Naga, it is often, most of the time, very strong. Can't be dealt with easily.
Foggy losing another Dryad for free there. 44
Dryad?
versus 42 supply.
Archer, right?
Oh, a Dryad.
It's an Archer corpse.
It was a Dryad here at the shop.
Ah, okay, I didn't see that one.
4 bears for Foggy. We have upgrades, 0-0 for the Ukrainian, 0-0 for the Chinese. Who gets the big red drake? Vamp Aura would be pretty safe.
He has found very good items so far this game. Vamp Aura is ridiculously strong, obviously. It is the rogue.
That's okay. And Foggy gets both red spots.
Yeah.
That's really, really nice. He took the risk of going to the laboratory in the north and was rewarded with the Ankh. We'll get here.
He's gonna have the keeper level advantage by the looks of it.
Yeah. Mana Stone. Mana items not that great for Mana.
If there's no Dryads anymore, it's pretty good for the keeper, but of course you can't rely on that.
Town is under siege.
TP home. Foggy does not want to lose his Moonwells. Keeper reaches level 3. And here we go.
Where's the Entangle? We don't see it yet. She's very efficient, just walking back, nothing is slowed, and 350 gold gone. Plus, the mercenary camp is still up.
The hero level is definitely in favor of the Ukrainian here. 4 and 3 versus 3 and 2. He would love to take a fight. Doesn't have a TP anymore. One thing he needs to be careful about.
Thorn's Aura level 2 is so big, and he has the Zeppelin. Only 3 bears for Shishi, 5 for Foggy already.
He denied one of his archers, freeing up supply, whereas Shishi still has 3 of them.
The army is definitely better, the heroes are definitely better.
Upgrade-wise, we have 0-0 for Foggy, and Shishi is at the same, but he's getting the first upgrade now for attack. Foggy's pretty low on lumber. Can't go into upgrades too easily.
Again, I don't understand why you go for attack upgrade, especially if the keeper has an advantage. And he goes for level 2 Thorns Aura, not like Rudin. So the more damage you do, the more damage gets thrown back to you. Definitely like a logical mistake by Shishi here.
Maybe with all that damage he has on the demon, he tries to get a little bit more damage to perhaps then edge out that hero kill. But of course, that's a lot of ifs and maybes. Entangle finds the Druid of the Claw. No dispel. Here we go, finally. And here comes the first big engagement. Roar on Foggy's side applied on almost every bear. But he has way more bears. He has 2 more. This should be an easy fight, but the demon in front is taking a lot of damage. Dispel finally on the Entangle. He's pretty low. He's being... Oh, this is so nice. He uses Reju and then into the Zeppelin so it can't get dispelled. Is this new meta? We have Scroll of Protection as well on Shishi's side, but his demon in trouble as well. A lot of damage from this guy. Not too tanky perhaps, however. He's not level 4 yet. The first bear will be getting killed. No micro back. The staff is on cooldown, by the way, for Shishi, so this demon needs to be careful. And another kill for Foggy. Maybe 2 more kills. Yes, he gets them! Suddenly there's no more bears left!
The Demon Hunter is in problem again. There is no staff at the moment. He can't use it. Raw being used by Foggy again. Invo Potion must be over super soon. Yeah, the Engine of War is helping now. The Entangle kills this bear. It's 46 supply versus 43. And Foggy is ahead in this. Don't throw it. Don't overcommit. Take a break. Take a step back. Heal up. And then push again. You did well, my friend. But it's not over yet. He had a heal scroll and he used that almost to perfection. I was worried here. Crawling onto my chair like, use it, you need it! But he found the timing and didn't lose a bear before. So much value on that heal scroll. The protection scroll by Shishi was really good though. Foggy didn't bring a wisp and it's Zapper time again.
There's 3 Moonwells right next to each other.
Oh, and Shishi leaves his base for now. The Zapper is a little late. Shishi, it's not moving back. That's a lot of time, but he's committing it onto the 2, I guess.
Yeah, doesn't want to bite off more than he can chew.
Perfect. He supplies that now, and Foggy can break this. He has the Moonwell for 60 food. He does have the resources.
Alright, looking for better positioning further away from the Moonwells perhaps. The Zeppelin has almost been taken out now, so he can't do that cool Reju trick anymore once the Zeppelin is dead. No TP, by the way, for Foggy. That is a danger. Upgrade-wise, 1-1 for the Ukrainian. Shishi at 1-1 himself. Getting more, however, is the Chinese with 2-1 on its way.
The Keeper gets level 3 now. I wonder if he goes for Thorns Aura 2 as well, or if it's Entangle for him. It is Thorns Aura, so that's equalized now. The damage of the Demon Hunter is still superior for the Chinese, but it didn't bother him too much in the first fight. As I said, Foggy at 58 supply. Shishi is still supply stuck, and that won't change since he's only rebuilding 1 Moonwell.
Yeah. With the next 2 bears, I think he's gonna go. Maybe grab another Scroll of Protection. Maybe bring some Wisps. There they are. 4 Wisps, in fact. Gonna repair this Zeppelin. He really values the save that he can pull off with those.
There's a risk for Foggy now because here's a choke. The bears don't want to be cramped up in the back. They don't want to block each other. But the Zeppelin is there. Oh,
he's maybe gonna do bear drops. So here we go, taking a page out of Remind's book and going for the demon. Right away is Foggy. And here come the bear. Was no wisps so far have detonated. The first bear being microed to the back. Well done by Foggy. He has a scroll of healing, by the way. Don't forget that is the one big advantage he has in this fight. Is he gonna use it now? Oh, there we go. Use it here. Zeppelin falls. But still a lot of
Bears have
bears.
a way better concave in the south. The two bears have to survive a bit, and then it looks way better for the Ukrainian.
Foggy.
Shishi losing another bear. The Demon Hunter of Foggy is in trouble though. Info potion use. He loses the bear there, but there's no more moon juice. The Demon Hunter of Shishi is in trouble. Shishi losing more bears. It taps out, and Infi versus Foggy is our first semi-final. He prevails again on the big stage, and for the first time ever, he makes it through the winner bracket there, not dropping in round one. And you see how happy that boy is. Making his Rocky Balboa poses again. The boxing champion, as they call him. Made it into another round, and we get Shishi versus Fly in the lower bracket. Foggy was a little afraid of his mirror matchup, but hell no, did he play strong on Echo Isles and Ancient Isles.
Very nice, very nice. Again, goes for one cheesy strat that fails, but the other two games, he was in command the entire time. Keeps on impressing here and makes it so that after today we're still gonna be having some European representation. I'm sure all of you are cheering for him as well. It might be a little noticeable in the cast that we're also slightly,
Of course we're
slightly
biased,
cheering
man. Of course we are
for
biased.
Foggy. We want to see him go far again. He himself said, I want to improve on my last result. I will improve, in fact, on my last result, is what he said. And for that, he's going to need to get top 2. He has made one step into the right direction here with that win, but next round, which will be happening tomorrow, by the way, he's going to be going up against Infi, and that is another level of player, in my opinion. But that's for tomorrow. Today, we have still 4 more matches, and the next one is going to be Life versus 120. On paper, the most one-sided of our upper bracket games. 120 is incredibly powerful against Night Elf. Life, though, he is one of the best Night Elves in the world. I think one of the 2, maybe 3 best Night Elves in the world, certainly.
And we'll get Foggy, by the way.
And we'll get Foggy to come on screen here and share a few words with us. Excuse me? No. We get Foggy here, and then we talk to him for a little. He'll be here any moment. The master himself. What's it? Chat. What's chat saying? Foggy Balboa. Fight like a bear. And here he is. He's already done for the day. Only needed to play one match if he won that one, which he did. Take a seat, my friend. Need to put on these. So, how do you feel? No, that's a stupid question. How hard was that series?
I felt that I made not my best performance in this match because 2-1 very.
Mm-hmm.
And last game I'm worried because I lost TP and
Worried about bear drops?
and I lost one dryad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. But you got a few more creep camps. At one point you were level 4 and 3 heroes, and he was level 3 and 2. So there you had a very good opening. But yeah, I feel that game still looked pretty solid. So did map number 1. You both went for a fast expansion. That's a little rare. And he decided to go for talents, which is of course very well countered by mountain giants. So you just had to buy time and survive. He had to finish the game early, but you held on and also won that game in pretty solid fashion. Map number 2 though, there you lost. What went wrong on map number 2?
Oh, when DH second player was DH second, it's very good to play mass archer. Koreans always use this style, and I kill one archer and feel that I have some advance and decide to go all in. But main mistake was that my shop was very bad,
Yeah, I thought so too.
and I think it's game moment. Like I used TP and he stopped my all in.
Yep.
So I feel that he was ready. I need take attention that he back his Ancients of War.
Mm-hmm.
So in game 2 I should play more safe, not all in.
Okay. And now you have played kind of cheesy strategies against Focus with star-shaped style and against Shishi, and they both failed. Like, you know, one time that expansion push, now against Shishi that one base archer push. Does that make you doubt those special strategies?
Yeah, sure. I have always special strategy.
Yeah, I know you have special ones prepared. I was hoping for Priestess of the Moon.
Yeah,
but no Potom.
La-
Why
la-
not?
last night
Why
I-
not Potom?
Last night I'm thinking like my mind get information. Foggy, maybe you can play Priest of the Moon. Okay, this map can use. Maybe I will play, but my coach said that Foggy play what you practiced.
Yeah.
So last time I practice only bears,
Mm-hmm.
so no Priest of the Moon. But I think if I play Priest of the Moon, have chance to beat him. Maybe if mid life, maybe
Yeah.
I will use, but not sure.
Okay, looking forward though, you are now not in the lower bracket, not like last time. You can feel a little more relaxed, but not too relaxed, because your next opponent is Infi. We feel that he has looked very strong so far, Infi. How do you feel? Are you afraid of meeting him? What do you think? How's that match gonna go?
Last week we played later, so the score was 3-5. We play Ancients Isles 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Last refuge he beat me 2-0 and TM 1-1. Yeah, but before this GCS I played too much versus human,
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's my best matchup. But
Okay.
of course it will be hard.
With Infi in shape, no match is ever gonna be
Yeah,
easy.
but I'm in shape too.
Yeah. I know. I keep telling them you're the best night elf in the world at the moment. Don't let it get to your head though. Yeah, you're done for the day today. So what are you doing? You have to play again tomorrow. The rest of the day, ladder, or more thinking about strategies.
No, today I just played 3 game versus Rudan.
Mm-hmm.
And
But I mean now. What do you do now? Until
just rest.
Just rest, okay. Not over practicing.
Yeah, just thinking and write down on my notebook something.
Mm-hmm.
Just read and tomorrow just play my best.
All right, very good. Nice to hear from you again. Of course, tomorrow we hope you will be gracing us with your presence once more, and hopefully you will be moving on to the upper bracket final. Everyone in Europe is cheering for you. Probably everyone outside of China. You're the only non-Chinese player left here in the top 8, and you're making the rest of the world very proud. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. We're going to a small break here, and we're going to be right back with 1-0 versus Mike.